Something tells me that you enjoy listening to music and that you're learning a language. Obviously, I know that because I'm an empath and not just because you clicked on this video. Anyways, music! If you like music and if you like language learning, welcome, you've come to the right place. Music has been a big part of my life as well as my language learning journey. It has helped me learn multiple languages at this point, including English, rather than burying ourselves into a bunch of grammar textbooks, or if you don't have enough emotional capacity to be investing a lot of time into a film or a whole ass series, then music is the perfect way to spice up your routine because we are hitting 3 birds with 1 stone. We're studying vocabulary, grammar, as well as practicing our pronunciation, all while we're enjoying our favorite tunes. That's why today I would like to show you my step-by-step process of how I use music to learn any language. Now without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing we have to do is find one song that we can focus on and analyze, right? But before we even get into any studying at all, I want you to drop everything and start exploring. Sorry, I didn't mean to scream at you. But yeah, let loose and listen to the music that you like in your target language, if you haven't already done so. So let's say you're studying Japanese and you like R&B music, then go on YouTube, Spotify, and just type in Japanese R&B. More often than not, someone already made a really extensive playlist for you to discover, including me. If you happen to be studying Japanese, Korean, French, Italian, or Vietnamese, I have the perfect playlist for you to discover. I mean, if you want, you don't have to, but I'll have them linked down below. So after you have a few songs that you like, for me, let's say 7 or 8, then I'll put them into a separate playlist of my own so that I can listen to them on the go. Because it's also actually a form of language immersion, which I also recommend you doing. It's very helpful to have a target language playlist. And so I will listen to this playlist on repeat for a while, let's say 1 or 2 days, until I find one song that I keep going back to, like the one that is stuck in my head, the one that I would not mind having on repeat for 10,000 times. Those are usually the ones that I go for. But sometimes you don't have those songs that are stuck in your head, then I do have a rule of thumb to choose a song then, which I like to call the 3 C's. I'm very proud of that. They are catchy, clear, and comprehensible. First one, self-explanatory, catchy. You need to actually like the song. You have to actually enjoy the song, right? You shouldn't be choosing one that you're not really feeling and that you will get annoyed or bored by it by the 5th listen, because this one you're gonna have to listen to a lot, and I mean a lot. Second one, clear. You have to be able to make out what the artist is actually singing. You have to actually hear that they're actually speaking a language instead of just gibberish. So Eminem's Godzilla is probably not a good choice for this. I'm hearing something, but none of them are words. And then thirdly, comprehensible. What comprehensible means is that the song should be at your level or just slightly above so that you are not too overwhelmed with information. And how I determine this is that when you first glance at a song, you're not even like analyzing or anything, just first glance. If you have already studied a bit of your target language, then you will see that there are a few words or phrases here and there that you recognize. That means that song is perfect for you. But if you look at it and you understand nothing at all, then that song might be a bit too complicated to be doing right now and you should leave it for later. If you are a complete beginner, then I would recommend just sticking with songs like pop songs that have some repetitive hooks or chorus so that you can focus on just memorizing that one section. With that being said though, do not choose songs that only has one sentence in the whole song. That we like, it's time to look at the lyrics. No need to know what the lyrics mean just yet. We're just focusing on the sounds, just like how babies mimic whatever sounds they hear without understanding a thing. So I'll have the song playing on one side and I'll have the lyrics on the other, let's say on the side of the screen, or if I feel a bit analog, then I'll have written them down and I'll sing to myself. While I'm singing to myself, I will be focusing on the artist's pronunciation and listening to how they stress certain words, how they're connecting certain words together to make the sentence more fluid. And actually, that's very important. It is called liaison, and it is really important as someone who really prioritizes wanting to speak like a native, because that's what we usually do in speaking. Like we connect a lot of words, we contract a lot of words. For example, let's say the words, what are you doing? We never say what are you doing enunciated like that, right? We just say what you doing. In the example of music, I would take one from the French song Balance ton quoi by Angèle, which is a song that I used when I first learned French. There's a line in there that's like 2018, je sais pas ce qu'il te faut. That's the original line, but in the song, the way she sings it is literally just 2018, je sais pas ce qu'il te faut.
2018, je sais pas ce qu'il te faut.
Yeah, it's good to know the liaisons and how people connect the words together in other languages. So I will be listening to the songs a few times while singing to myself, trying to match the artist's rhythm, the speed, and the pronunciation until I think that I have a good chunk of them memorized. Then it's showtime, baby. Lose the lyrics altogether and try to sing the song to yourself to see how much of the song you can actually recall. So what we're doing here actually is we are practicing pronunciation. When we're singing, our mouths are forming the right forms of the language subconsciously, and on top of that, we are also improving our memory retention of the information that we just got from the song because we're so frequently exposed to it over a short period of time. Okay, so I'm going to expose myself here to make a point and show you all of the recordings of me singing to check my pronunciation. And I forgot to say this while filming, but karaoke. Karaoke is super fun and super helpful when you're trying to check your pronunciation instead of just listening to the original song, because you can actually just hear yourself, and sometimes it's very awkward, but it really does help. And as you can see, I do this throughout the years, and I do it for Korean, Japanese, French, and also Chinese. So I'm just gonna show you very quick snippets of each of them. This is Korean. 그러지 마 Stop it now 그냥 난 지금 너의 길을 감돼 인정하기 싫지만. Okay, enough of that. And then I do it for Japanese as well. French. I'm trying to focus on French a lot more now. Ton corps ton le vertige tes mains m'amènent où rien ne nous gêne. Je pourrais me tatouer notre histoire sur le bras. Yeah, and then that's Korean again. And after 2021, I don't know why, but I decided to just start straight up filming myself while singing. I know it's very narcissistic, but yeah, I'm just gonna show you very quickly. Okay, there you go. Alright, so at this point, when you can confidently request this song drunk at karaoke, it's time to translate it and break down the meaning. You'll have the original song lyrics up, paste it into a Google Doc or write it down if you want. Pick out all of the vocabulary, phrases, and grammar points that you don't understand. Then we'll pull up the translation of the song, and really match up all of the lyrics so that we now have an overall understanding of the song. If we were casual listeners, we would just stop here because we understand the meaning of the song now. No need to do anything else. No, that's not what we're doing, all right? We're language learners, so we're going to go even deeper. We're gonna go back to all of the vocabulary, grammar, and phrases that you don't understand and really start to research how to use them correctly in your target language in daily life. At this stage, Google and reversal context are my trusty companions. If you don't know what it is, reversal context is a translation engine that not only translate the words that you give them, but also they pull up all of the sentences with that word in context from all of the ones that are on the internet. What I do is I like to copy and paste all of the words or phrases that I find in the song into Google and reversal context to see what comes up, and usually if there are any explanations as to how the phrases are used. It's very fun to do this because you can actually gain a lot of cultural insights, because sometimes there are a lot of nuances with certain words, and sometimes you get a few slangs as well, which is very helpful to get with the use these days, you know? I know for grammar, it is very daunting, at least for myself, and it usually takes a while to fully understand how to use them. So I wouldn't really beat yourself up too much if you don't understand certain grammar points in the song. If I know that it is a grammar point, a structure or a tense that I already learned, then I'll write it down and revisit my notes of the grammar, and I'll practice by copy and writing that grammar point a few times, just like how we did it in primary school, like as a punishment for forgetting it. Yeah, I'll just like copy and write it down a few times on my notes. And if it is a structure, a grammar structure that is completely new to me, then I will write it down, go on Google to see how it's used, and then I'll try to contextualize it by just reading the translation and the lyrics again to see how it is used. But I wouldn't be too worried about it at this moment. Like, I wouldn't be putting too much emphasis on trying to nail how to use it. I think it is something that really comes with time as we learn more and more about grammar as our level progresses. So yeah, I'll just have it on standby and then revisit it a few times later on when I actually understand the tense. Okay, so you might or might not sense a slight change in the lighting, but that's because the sun is going down. We're still going strong. It's fine. So now that we've picked apart this song and you know the song inside out, it's time for spaced repetition, which essentially means that we're going to try to recall the information that we just learned over short, multiple sessions and spaced out over systematic intervals of time. I know, okay, I know that sounds complicated, that sounds scary, but it's not like that at all, I promise. All we do in this household is, you remember that playlist that we made in the beginning? Just listen to it. That's it. That's all I need you to do. Just listen to the playlist that you made in your target language, and every time the song that you chose comes on, sing to your heart's content. And I mean sing it, okay? Don't mumble it. And really try to consciously recall the song itself and the meaning. If you don't remember something, then go to a corner because you failed. I'm kidding. If you don't remember something, just, pull out your notes, pull out your phone, look at the lyrics and translation again, and, just review it. That's it. Actually, yeah, nope, that's it. And if you're feeling a bit silly, then you can do this whole process again with all of the songs in your playlist. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. And you'll have a lot more vocabulary, you have more grammar to review, and you have a lot more songs you can sing under your belt. So yeah, have fun. So that's it, folks. How I use music to learn any languages. I'm sorry, what? I look different? Oh yeah, that's because all of my ending footage decided to give up on me and disappeared. So I'm literally refilming it wearing the same shirt I wore then while editing. And between then and now, I had a little makeover, so I apologize. Please bear with me. Back to the topic. So music is a great way to stay motivated when learning a language while also being able to practice all of the necessary skills. And you also learn a lot about the country's culture and about the people. And when you connect with native speakers, it gives you a cool edge because everyone loves music and they're going to appreciate that you took the time to discover their country's music as well. So I really hope that you're going to give these tips a try. But I do have to give a disclaimer that all of the tips that I gave in this video are what works specifically for me, so they may not all work for you, and plus I'm very bad at explanations, so I hope they all make sense. I really recommend that you take the time to really discover many different ways of studying and combine them to find out which ones works for you and find out the best method that works for your language journey. Other than that, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and comment your thoughts. And if you like seeing me, if you enjoyed me, then do consider subscribing to my channel. Also, when I'm editing and filming this, we hit 100 subscribers, and I know it's not a big number, but it's so big to me. I mean, 100 people watches my channel. Thank you so much for enjoying my content and this very shitty channel. I'm really glad that you're enjoying it, and I hope to see you around again soon. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I'm not gonna do that whole YouTuber thing.